Hey everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. It's the end of the month, and with that, we have a brand new Abyssal battle. So, I'm actually a little bit late on this one, just because yesterday I was spending majority of the day driving around traveling and shopping for Black Friday, and trying to see what neat little in-store deals they have. And it worked out pretty well. I got myself a new TV. I'm pretty happy about that. But now to the battle itself. Yeah, I'm not even going to try and say these two people's names. It's one of those rare, unique duel battles where we have two bosses, and it was a little bit different. I know when I was going through the infernal, I kept wondering why all my units seemed to have some kind of weird savior effect going on. But I did clear through the Inferno pretty handily without much trouble, though I did have to play much more carefully once I realized what was happening. Then, after I managed to go through and finish that, I saw in one of my friends' Discord servers they were actually talking about the boss battle and saying it was a very big load of mess. And I didn't have too much trouble with it initially, like I said with the Infernal. But they started explaining to me all the problems with it, and apparently how one of the bosses has an infinite range savior proccing effect, and well, yeah, that might be just a tad bit oppressive sounding, and I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I don't like the way that sounds, and then if the game starts going in that direction, I feel that's going to be a pretty big mistake. But besides that, they gave me some heads up on what was happening just because I explained to them as well how I was confused about the saber just proccing everywhere. And so I actually got a little bit of insight before I went into the Abyssal. It's one of those rare times that it just happens to work out. And after they explained everything to me, I pretty much took their warning and went in full nuclear option. So not only is it apparently like an infinite range savior, but apparently one of the other bosses, she takes her HP and then takes your HP and then makes it into some kind of large pre-combat damage. And then I think they said something else like, what was it now? Something about her just like having really high damage reduction or something to where you normally can't damage her, and it turns out a lot of them were actually having trouble just getting through the Infernal, so I guess I can consider myself lucky getting through that pretty handily then. But so it sounds like everything was a huge, I understood when they said it was a huge mess, especially with two bosses that you had to try and worry about. So, again, I went in full nuclear option after hearing all that, and, well, luckily enough, I managed to clear it on my first try again. So, though I do actually think this would have been one of those very few rare times where I've actually would have had to have done more than one attempt if I just went in completely blind like I normally do. Just because hearing everything they said that they can do, yeah, I don't think I would have actually been ready for that. That would have been very terrifying initially, especially since I don't really tend to keep up with Fae, and so I really don't know any of the new stuff. So, yeah, I guess Failure was in my luck this time to allow me to first try clear it. Thank you, my friends who let me know of this. You know who you are. I really appreciate it, because yeah, I would not have been ready. But anyways, that's pretty much about it. I can't really give my, well, I guess I can give some thoughts. The savior effect is a little confusing at first on the battle, and again, not really sure how I feel about it. Outside of that, I didn't find it too difficult initially, and then again, once I found out what they did, I again just had time prepared, and it was pretty smooth sailing. To my friends who are apparently struggling with it, I believe in you guys. I know you can find a way. Anyways, you guys have a good day, or night, and I'll see you next time.